don't know what's going on with my, it's like crooked, it's loose. Hello everybody, I'm just going to put some makeup on today, nothing special, but I would like to show some of my products as I go. I'm going to just pull my hair back. If you're hopping on, say hello. If you're catching the replay, please just tell me replay in the comments. I'm lopsided, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my little tripod. I got my phone on. It like, I tried adjusting it and then it's not on there like it should be. I'm using pharmacy makeup today. I'm gonna do my VFX and using some purple pigments. Sorry if I'm crooked. I'm gonna have to work on this thing later. So, I already moisturized with the Calendula face cream. I know I butcher the name of that every time. I'm gonna use my VFX Pro Camera Ready Illuminating Primer. This gives a really like luminous look to the skin. But it's not oily, it's not like a super over dramatic glow or anything. Smells good, it feels good, it almost feels like a moisturizer. Really good for dry skin or if you're using a real matte foundation. Say hello if you're watching, or if you're watching the replay, just please say #replay, or let me know you watched it, whatever. I'm gonna fight today. I'm gonna mess with this 100 times because it's too big and it's like hanging. It's my bralette underneath here. We'll do brows first. We'll use the pencil. It is a eyebrow pencil, and I believe in the number 3. I think it's like the dark brown. I'm not sure how much I paid for this. Not much, like I want to say $4 or $5. But you would, you know, if you're not an influencer, you would get just regular price. So I'm just gonna start out with my brows. Get adjusted. I've not got it together today. Haven't been on in a while. I've been lazy with it, not wanting to put makeup on when you have no purpose sometimes. It's hard to talk yourself into putting on makeup when you don't have anywhere to go. But I know I should be doing this more so that y'all could see the products. So with this pencil, I just start from here and go over to the end. Same thing with the top, but I don't start here, I start here. Follow that natural brow line. Oops. A little too high right there. That's okay. Just gonna fill in with light strokes. Hardly any pressure. This is like a pomade inside a pencil. I'm just gonna kind of do this little number here. Okay, not hardly any product in the front, y'all. I'll take a brush, spoolie, brush it out. Once I get to the front, I'm gonna kind of go up with it and then out. So we're creating like gradual hair growth starting in the front, and as you go out it will get darker. I'm gonna go back in because I feel like I took a little too much off. And go back over it with the brush a little bit. It's okay, it's gonna look messy until I go over it with the brow. I mean the concealer. Now, I could just do half my face first and just leave the other half until I get done. Well, y'all let me know if you want me to do the whole face right now or just half. That way you can kind of, so I could speed it up. And then I could also, you could kind of see a difference between one side to the other. I'll go ahead and grab my concealer. Where's my concealer? I'm going to use the Full Coverage Concealer Stick in the shade 04. It looks like lipstick, but it's concealer. It's really full coverage. I'm just going to take my brush and just go over it like that. I'm going to carve out the brows by basically doing this right here. It's going to cover up any mistakes, and if you do have like a little bit of little brows there that you want to cover up, it'll cover it up. This just makes them look more neat and defined. And it helps me get that point more sharp on the end. I'm gonna go along the top. Let me know if you want me to do the whole face or half the face. And please say hey for watching. Anybody have any plans for today on this beautiful hot Saturday? As far as I know, we're gonna eat and shop a little bit. I've been wanting to go to Plato's Closet. Has anybody ever went there to shop? The little consignment thrift store or whatever. So that's what I do. Carving out the brows. Hey Pam. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow since nobody's saying anything. And we'll just do the whole face. Just gonna line out the bottom first. This is like a pomade in a pencil. So it's very pigmented, like you don't need a lot of pressure. The only difference I have with the only issue I have with this pencil is just that the idea of it not being a very fine point. But it actually works okay because, I mean, for one, you can sharpen it once it gets dull. And two, since I am carving it out with the concealer, it like makes it okay. You see how it looks a hot mess? We're just going to brush it out with a spoolie. You can get a spoolie anywhere, basically. You can get a disposable ones like Amazon, buy a pack of those. Or you can even get one on like a brow brush. You can, some, well, eyebrow pencils usually have a spoolie on the end. And like something like that has a spoolie. But it's a retractable pencil. That's what I wish that Pharmacy would come out with. And they may, eventually. So, the front here is the most important. This is how I get them to look more, I guess, natural, or like, your brows naturally grow like lighter here, and as they go out, they're thicker. So that's the illusion I'm trying to put off, is that there's you have a little bit of hair here and it's getting darker or thicker as you grow out, so it looks more natural and more real. And yeah, so just taking again my concealer stick 04, lining it out. We're going to connect these two. That helps me know that my line is straight. And this is just preference. This is my way of doing it. It's just the way I like to do it. It's a little time consuming, especially if you're in a hurry. And you can always do your foundation first if you would prefer. The reason I do my brows first is because I do like to carve them out with concealer. And then the foundation will kind of go over and it won't look obvious that I carved my brows out. And no, they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to be identical twins. They'll be sisters, but that's okay. It looks even more realistic when they're uneven. You want to get them as close as possible, but if you don't, that's okay. I'm going to grab a brow gel. I'm still waiting on mine. Just a clear brow gel. Just like to put that over it. It makes it look also more realistic. It picks up, it touches the hair that you have, and then almost like you're putting hair gel, but it's for your eyebrows. And it also keeps them kind of stiff and kind of on there and doesn't smudge. I'm going to touch up right here. I don't know why I've been so tired lately. I think I'm just bored, and then I've been lazy, and when I don't have like nowhere to go or anything, I just get kind of like, meh. It's depressing. I'm just gonna take a little sponge, blend that out. You could use a brush, you could use your fingers, you could use a bigger sponge. Okay. I could go ahead and do my eyes because I'm going to be using some loose pigment and I'm not sure about the fallout, so I'm just going to grab a eyeshadow primer. It's good to use eyeshadow primer so your eyeshadow sticks to it better. It pulls the pigment more, and it keeps it on longer throughout the day, and it prevents creasing. I'm just going to take a brush and blend it out. You can use a sponge or your finger. This one I don't particularly like. It's a Physicians Formula one, and it makes my eyelids look a little dry because it is a matte formula. Okay. Hey Alicia. Is it Alicia? I always feel like I'm saying people's names wrong. I'm crooked. It's driving me nuts. I can't get my phone to straighten up. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about this. I haven't used this yet. Not the purple. I'm going to use this little purple pigment. It opens like that. So I'm just going to like dump some into this little the lid. like that. I'm trying to figure out what all I want to use here. Think. I don't know what to do here. What should I do? Okay. Let's try maybe yellow and purple, since I do have yellow and purple on my shirt. So I'm gonna use the cream. This is the Golden Shot shade. It's a cream. You could use your finger, but I'm gonna try using a brush. I've seen a lot of the girls using a brush. Let's start out with that. So, just spelled weird. Yes, girl. Okay. So it is Alicia. when I look at it, it's almost like Alessia. But I know it's spelled 100 different ways. I had a friend in high school that spelled hers different too. So I'm just going to go in with the brush. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I'm just winging this. And I'm going to go kind of all over the lid with this. I did not really have a plan mapped out, but I wanted to kind of try a little bit of everything. Okay, so that's just kind of just going all over the place here. I'm going to pat it down with my finger. Okay, so the cream eyeshadow is almost as if it's like they're cream and then like turned into a powder almost looking. We'll just use that as kind of like a base start. You love I haven't used the purple pigment yet. This is my first timer here. I feel like I need to put down like a dark brown or something. Where is my eyeshadows? Oh, they're hiding. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this brown right here, and I'm gonna kind of put it in the outer corner and blend it up into the crease a little circular motions. Just blending, just keep blending, blending, blending. I want more. And you basically just, you dab it on and then you blend it in little circles. And I'm just trying to think of a letter V. And then I'm going up here a little bit. And try not to bring your product down because that makes your eyes look more, you're trying to everything wants to pull up. Think of up, gravity's up. Or you're pushing against gravity. Trying to snatch ourselves. Okay, I'm grabbing this middle brown real quick. I'm just gonna put a little bit like right here. Just kind of, I don't know, just to make it look flowier. And this is pretty just to leave as is. I guess if I can put a purple over it and it'll be okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to work the creams and the pigments. But that looks good. I mean, if you could even add a little bit more, like this would be pretty just to pop on there. And that is the number 10. And I don't have a name. Okay, now, pigment time. I'm scared. I'm going to grab a brush similar like this. I'm going to dab into the purple here. I'm just kind of, I don't know. And then we're going to go right here on the lid. Okay. It shows up very well. The last time I used the pigment, I sprayed my brush. I was using the yellow one, and it was very intense. So you don't even need to really do that. A little more, a little more. I'm just gonna dab it on. Makeup, it's all about the dab. A lot of dabbing. Hey Aaron, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I had no game plan. I'm just playing with some pigment and the cream. I put on the Golden Shot cream eyeshadow, and I used the Vice Brown kind of around the outside, and now I'm putting on purple here. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're playing. Hope it doesn't look like dookie, like I don't know, spread purple crayon and poop on my face. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Vice Brown palette. I'm gonna grab that dark brown shade again and just kind of go back over that. It is a different look. Purples are supposed to bring out brown eyes. I never hardly ever wear purple, which I probably should more often. Just kind of blending around those edges there. I think it'll pull together. It'll look okay once I get my eyeliner and mascara and everything on. Okay, there's that. If I need to add a little more purple, maybe. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna do a wing real fast. Just hang tight. Where is my eyeliner? I have too much crap, y'all. Okay. We are using the ink liner. Focus. It has got a little sharp point there. I love purple. Purple is actually my favorite color, but I never wear it on my eyes. So, we gonna do it today. Okay, y'all, I gotta take a breather here. Just give me a second. I'm gonna start out along the bottom, or right along the, as close as you can, and I always lay my pencil flat. Just make a straight line right across, and as close to your lashes as possible. Okay, and now we're gonna, when you're making a wing, you see this lower, you see this bottom waterline, lash line. So pretend we're connecting it We're extending this. Just follow that line, okay? And it is easier with your like eyes load as much as you can. I'm trying to look in this mirror at the same time. Keep y'all in. It isn't easy. Okay, and now we're gonna connect. Not the very, very tip. We're gonna kind of go in a little bit, because if you do that, then it won't be very sharp. It'll look too thick. So we're gonna go like right here. Straight line across, and then it'll connect. Okay, and now we're gonna color it in. And now we can go back and kind of fix it. And that's pretty much how I do my wing. It don't always come out perfect. Now we're going to do the other side. And then for some reason this one has a more of a droop or something. So I like hold it. Same thing. And then we connect. You color it in. And everybody does have a different eye shape, so this method might not work for you. There's other techniques that you could do, especially for hooded eyes. And that's as good as it's gonna get today, folks. Christina, man, I've been doing this for so long. It's still not as easy. I make it look easy, I guess, but it's really not. Wings are hard. That's why I recommend like getting that tape, like for beginners. That's how I started. I used Scotch tape and about ripped my whole half of my face off and my eyelid when I pulled it off, but I mean, I'm still alive. But like this tape, this is used. You can get, I got it. It's like an elf. It was cheap as crap. And like, you just stick it right there and that helps guide. And then once you start getting the hang of that, it's like the better doing a wing. I know, I'm sorry. It's hard. You just gotta keep doing it. Just keep on keeping on. Alright. Now I'm going to put on some mascara primer. It's just what I do. It's just what I like to do. It helps me from using so much mascara up. Just kind of primes your lid, just like, you know, you put primer on a car, primer on a wall, primer on your face. Just prime my eyelashes. I wish Pharmacy would come out with a primer. So it looks like I just walked outside and snowflakes touched my lashes. I can't do a decent wing with my eyes. Some people, sometimes you just don't, you know, have the eye shape to do a wing. But there are other ways. There's ways around it. I'll have to show. I'll try to tag you or send you a video that I watched that is good for like hooded eyes or like saggy eyes, as you say. But it's a different technique and it's hard for me to explain it. But I'll try to find it and show it to you. But that tape really helps too. So I'm just going to let that dry. While that's drying, I'll go ahead and put on my foundation. I've already primed using my Illuminating Primer. And I'm going to have to grab some chapstick, y'all, because I just can't stand my lips feeling dry. So I'm just going to do that real fast. And we're using the VFX Pro Camera Ready today in the shade number Dose. And we're going to dab her on once I get the hair off my sponge. The sponge has been dampened. I used 1.5 pumps. We're going to go from there and see what happens. Yeah, it's super hard to get one to match the other. I feel like mine never do. I really don't have them as perfect as you probably think I do. See, I've jacked that one up. But I'm very critiquey on myself. Okay. Putting on the Baby Skin foundation. I swear it smells just like a baby. And it makes my skin look like a baby. Oh my god. There must be babies in it. Just kidding. So this is the 02 shade VFX Pro Camera Ready foundation. And it is a little bit darker than my neck, but I like it like that. That's okay. Once I get on concealer and everything, it'll all blend together. So this is 1.5 pumps. Covered my whole face. You can always go back. It is buildable. You can build it up to be even fuller, which I always have a little bit of redness right here, and I'm gonna do 1/2 pump. I always like to add just a little more there and on my nose, because that's where I'm more than likely it's gonna wear off there. Well, this don't, but my nose will get oily throughout the day, and that's where I'm more than likely gonna lose it. Plus, I touch my nose a lot. But surprisingly, this stays on super well. I think I had this on for like 11 hours one day and didn't touch up or anything, and I took a picture and looked at myself in the mirror and stuff, and it was still on there so good. Okay, I am going to put like a dollop, and I'm going to do this number right here because I can never get it in that crease well. And then just blending it down the neck, getting the ears, making sure the hairline's good. I'm not really focusing too much under the eyes right now. And then I'm going to grab a concealer. I did this the other day and I like this. I like the way this looked. Okay, so I have the liquid concealer in the 03 and I have the stick concealer in the 04. This is like a little too light for me right now, and this is a little too dark, and I wanted just a hint more coverage. So I took the stick first. This kind of matches my skin, and I did this thing right here, like under my eye, but not directly under it, and that's also covering more of my redness. It goes on super easy. Put it on my chin. I'm going to do right here, and like a little thing there down the center of the nose. Okay? Then I'm going to take this to brighten. And I'm just going to go right under that. Right under your eye, but like kind of mesh it into the other concealer, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to do just a little right here. And right here. Just a little highlight there. Okay. 04 stick, 03 liquid. And now we're going to blend that out. And I don't put it directly right under my eye because the product, it will migrate up that way. So now we're nice and highlighted, and we have even more coverage than before. Thank you, Melanie. I love the VFX Pro. I'm liking everything, y'all. I even like the Luminous Serum Foundation when I used it the other day. I ordered me another one in an even darker shade because I felt like it was just a little too light for my liking, since I'm getting a little bit tanner every time I go out in the sun. Even for a little bit, I seem to like get a little darker. The CC cream is super good. I even like the BB cream. I use the BB cream and with the BB powder. I'm obsessed with the color of this thing, that baby blue. Okay, so we're just blending out this concealer. A lot of dabbing. Okay. And then you can kind of just get your neck. Okay. Powder. I've got the Face Perfecting powder, and that's number 2, Light Warm. And then I have a transparent powder. The transparent powder I'm going to use just under the eyes. I'm taking a dry sponge, and I'm just going to dab it. This even smells good. This is going to set that concealer. Everywhere that I put the concealer that I want highlighted, that's where I'm putting the transparent, okay? Putting that on there. I like to use a dry sponge. This one feels like... This is a Real Technique one, and it almost has it's almost fuzzy, like a velvet feel. So it picks up powder really well. Now I'm just going to dust this away. And then I'm going to add the Face Perfecting powder all over. Even over a little bit where I put the transparent, I will go over it. That transparent powder kind of just gives me a little more highlight and sets. This is going to give me a little more coverage, some more color, and still set as well. So everything just looks kind of mesh weld and blended together. And you don't have to use both. You could use either or. That's just what I like to do. And now I'm going to go in with this bronzer. Again, it smells good. It's the Sun Kiss bronzer. It's one shade. This thing is a monster. You could use it for body or face. And I'm just going to... Basically, a letter C right here is where we're going with it. This is giving some warmth to the skin. I'm not using this to contour. Contouring, you would use a cooler tone bronzer that almost looks like more on the grayer side. That's to give the illusion of a shadow. You're contouring. This, I'm bronzing. It's basically in the same area that you would put contour, but not as defined. And I'll even go on my nose a little. my cheek, the apples of my cheek some. I'm going to take it down my neck a little and try to hide that turkey neck there we got going on. And then make me look a little more blended where my neck is just a smidgen lighter. And yes, I do get my ears. Love this bronzer so much. It's hard to find a really good bronzer that doesn't either look orange or muddy. Okay, so that warmed me up. I do look contoured a little bit, but that's not really what this is for. And you could leave it like that and go on about your business. But I am going to grab the contour palette. And I could have used the contour stick too. I'm going to grab the contour palette. It's the three face sculpting palette. I'm going to grab the darker shade here with a little more defined brush. That's like that. And then now we're going to go just right under the bronzer here. Just to make that look a little more carved out. And just go up a little bit into the hairline. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'm helping. And we don't want to do this. That makes it look way too harsh and obvious. So, I mean, you place it in there and then you can just kind of go in a circular motion. And if you can't get it blended, you can always go back and blend it with like another brush. But this blends really well. You can contour first, then bronze. It's just the method that I like to use, or the way I do it sometimes. And then I am going to take a little bit down the bridge of the nose. Not even a lot of product. And then this side. And then on the tip, which helps to shorten. And then just a dab here on my chin, where I have this second chin, because we're trying to erase that. I don't put a lot, just like a little bit. Okay? Now, actually what I want to do is take just to show how this works, you would take the lighter color here, and you can just put a little bit underneath your eyes. Instead of a transparent powder, you could use this or both. This is just going to highlight even more. And right down the bridge. Center of the forehead and the chin. You can even take it right here to make that look a little even more contoured, like clean that up. Okay. Now, I'm going to do another bronzer. This is giving me a glow. This is the Terracotta Blush. So it is in the blush category, but it is a bronzery shade for me. And this I'm just going to kind of place on the apples of the cheeks. And then kind of just go back over where I put that bronzer. So it is a blush, the technical name for it, but it is a you could use it as a bronzer, but it's glowy. So you see how it gives that beautiful, like, natural bronzy glow. If you wanted to stay matte, you could leave it like that, but I like to add, I'm in love with this. I can't explain it. I've had, I guess, highlighters and bronzers before that kind of can get the effect of it, but it's not, it's not exactly the same as, it's nothing that I've ever really used before. It's kind of like just a topper of a blush or a bronzer. So yeah, we're just kind of going over pretty much the same area that I put this first bronzer. Oh, I can be a lot slower on eyes, trust me, but I try to rush it with being on live because I feel like I'm gonna lose my audience. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna grab a blush, which this is optional too. I'm layering, y'all. I'm layering it up. Extra. This is the shade number 1. Very pretty, almost like a corally pink with a little hint of gold flakes. And then on the apples of the cheeks only with a light fluffy brush so that I'm not getting it too much. I'm just barely going to put on the apples and then just kind of let it flow back into the rest of the face. I've been using retinol, so my skin is a little dry. So I'm like trying to make it look glowy and not dry. I'm going to spray the face. This is going to help melt all the powder in. This can be used before or after. It's the BE Fit Line Refreshing and Fixing Spray. This is just going to set the face. It's I like to also go right back over it with a sponge. It just melts everything together. And all that powder I just put on my face, it's like, you know, you're going to feel a little dry from all the powders. So that just gives it a refresh, hydrated feel to the skin. I'm going to try the terracotta. Which one? Oh, this is the number 8. This is the number 8 terracotta blush. Okay, so now we're going to grab our mascara. This is the Zen. I've got a 3D ordered on its way, which I'm eager to try because everybody is saying that one's really good. I did sell it to a girl, and when she got it and used it, she sent me a picture of her face, or herself with the lashes on, the mascara on, and she loved it. She said it was even better than the unique one that she was using. So that made me happy. So yeah, once that, see that eyelash primer has had time to dry. So this will only take probably like 1, maybe 2 coats, and it'll look really good. I hope that this purple looks okay, y'all, with the yellowy brown that I put with it. I don't know if I've ever used that combo. Oh no, I think before I did a real dramatic purple and gold look before, which looked really good. Ah, love the pigments though. I can't wait to get more. I have 3 colors right now. I have like purple, yellow, and like a maroon, the gold looking one. I got that one. I haven't used that one yet. Pigment is pretty. I used it the other day. Yeah. They're so, I don't know, you would think that you would have to like, it would get everywhere or something, or you would have to like wet your brush, but it does good with just a brush on its own. I wasn't sure how to use it, honestly, but it's just like eyeshadow. Oh, crooked here. I have messages. Shouldn't be messaging me, so better watching me. Ah, I about poked myself in the eye. Every time I go with my left hand, I almost get my eyeball. Or I will get my eyeball. Okay. Trying to figure out what color to put on my lip. One thing I did not do was frost the cake. I gotta put some icing. I gotta put some highlighter on. So this really enhances my lashes, and I did not have big lashes before. I don't know if you could, I should have showed you a little more up close. I don't have that big of lashes, y'all. But this really gives me some good lashes. And I hate wearing false lashes, but when I do, it gives it, oh my gosh, it's even more dramatic. But this by itself, I think, looks really good. Once that dries, I'll probably go back. I'm going to put a little bit of color underneath. What am I doing? We need to do some, we'll do some lips first. No, we'll do some highlighter because I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow. So, highlighter. We have a 3-in-1 highlighter palette. And then we have, this is blush, highlight, and bronzer. The 3-in-1 face palette. And I feel like I want to use this highlighter today. The terracotta blush line part, you know, they have single highlighters too that I'm really wanting to try out. Okay, where's my brush? There's a particular brush that I always highlight with. This one. I think this comes in a Nipsey bag, and I've seen so many girls use this. So, we're going to grab this highlighter right here. And just dab her on. I don't want it too intense, so we're not going to put a lot of pressure or pick up a lot. And that's, look, literally, I barely even picked up any product. And look how glowy. These bronzers are, I mean, highlights are really, really good, y'all. If you like a good highlighter, this is even better than Champagne Pop. It reminds me of the Champagne Pop, but I feel like this is better. I feel like with the Champagne Pop, I have if you don't know what that is, it's a popular highlighter by Becca that you would get like at Sephora or Ulta, and it's like $40 or $38 or something like that just for a single highlighter. And this whole palette was like less than $20 for 3, so. And I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit. And I am going to highlight the brow bone. Oh wait, I didn't even do my Cupid's bow. So we're not even picking up pigment. It's literally what's left on the brush. If you highlight your Cupid's bow right there, it makes your lip look lifted. Brow bone, brow bone. I'm going to grab this lighter one here. It has like a purple iridescent look to it. I feel like that would look good with the eyeshadow. And we're just going to highlight the brow bone. Oh, Lord Jesus. I always go too extreme with highlighter, and I don't mean to. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. I usually use a different brush, but I don't feel like doing that. And then we'll blend it out with our fingers a little bit. I always blend it out with my finger. And now lipstick. A lot of people have been saying they like. I posted a picture saying which one do y'all like, and everybody is either picking, I want to say Love Secret or Nude Essence, or I feel like I want to do a Nude Essence. I don't think I've used this one yet, and I want a really nude lip since my eyes are a little more dramatic today. So that's what we gonna do. Now I gotta find a lip liner. And I have only 2 at the moment. If I can find the second one, because I don't know what shade I want. Sorry, y'all. This is what I'm working with. Okay, look, I'm having to dig. Where in the world is... Okay, so we don't want to use that one. That's dark. My curling iron must have melted that. Okay, so I have... We're going to do 203 with Nude Essence. I think that'll work together. Let's see. Nude Essence is... I mean, 203 is literally like the color of my lips. So you can barely even see it. It actually looks a little bit lighter. I have dark lips. Nudes on me are usually... I feel like they're too light. So I tend to go for like darker type nudes that are like a mauve-y, I guess. Okay. This would be a good liner to use if you want to overline your lips. Okay, that was shade 203. Now I'm going to go, I'm using the Nude Essence. This is number 3 Nude Essence, and I have a picture of this on, I hope this works. On my Facebook, if you go look at all the shades, you can see what Nude Essence is on there. And so, looks like it's got a little bit of a brown, orangey look to it, almost nude. Like that kind of nude. Like skin tone nude. So this is Nude Essence. And maybe I did use this the other day. I don't remember. I have a lot of them. You can come in, Bradley, if you need to. I'm about done, actually. And I've lost my audience.
It's good.
You like my eyes?
Yeah. It's your favorite color.
Oh. I'm glad you know that. This is Nude Essence.
Oh, call me Dessence because it's new.
Nude.
Oh, nude. What video? Nude? What video are you doing? What was this?
Okay, I'm pretty much done. I just
Said that an hour ago.
I feel like I need to put a little color under my my lower lash line. Oh, my feet's asleep. Messing my damn board, my background. Yeah, the 203. I'm liking that because it's like so nude. Forgot what I was gonna do. What color I needed to use. Turn that down. Okay. I don't know what I need to put on the lower lash line. I guess brown. But I really want a purple, and I don't want to use that purple. I want a dark, vibrant purple. Or, sorry y'all. I know, I'm boring. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna use this purple, y'all. I'm gonna use this bright purple. I just need it to be a little different than the top. I like to have a little more bolder color for the lower lash line. I gotta find my pen or my brush. Guess we can use this. We'll just use this. And I'm just gonna line underneath here, like so. See how that just brings that out? We're gonna see how this purple does with my brown. Purple eyeshadow is supposed to make your brown eyes pop. Okay, we never leave a line harsh. So we're going to take a brush and just blend that. And you can do this before mascara, but I didn't. So there. And you could even put a black liner on the waterline if you want to. We're still here. Well, I guess that's all, folks. Dang it, I forgot to take a before picture. Well, we'll take some afters. I'm getting my hair done Monday, y'all. And there might be quite a bit cut off of it. All this is just nastiness dead. And then we're getting a lot better color. Because this has got to go. It's not pretty at all. So we'll see y'all. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.